Wow! Please, do it again!
What's going on, guys? I'm Jarek120 of Disturbed Reality, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a modified version of the long distance spinner. Dave Franco did this in the film Now You See Me Too. They were touching up on their cardistry, so we're going to learn how to shoot it nice and low. That was medium size, nice and low. Then we're going to teach you how to do it nice and high. I'll teach you how to shoot it at people or objects. There you go. And then we'll eventually work our way up to have you catching it in the mouth. Let's see if I can do it on the first try. Maybe not. Close. Like that. Let's learn how to do it. So I'm going to show this to you from your perspective. There's two different ways to do the long distance spinner. For now, get rid of half the deck. It's going to make it easier. Goodbye. Goodbye, deck. There's two ways. There's this way where you grip the deck. Whoa. You grip the deck like this, and then you fling out that way, and it's going to make this card shoot up, spin, and you can catch it. But that is difficult for me, and if you guys have heard me say anything, there's 1,000 different ways to do the same thing. So this is one of those things where I think big hands limits me, because when I shoot it out, it gets stuck. Enough jibber jabber, let me show you how to do the damn thing. You got your middle finger just barely on that corner there, and then you're going to have your thumb just down here, and what you're going to do is spring it like that. Now this is one of those, it's very much like the snap change, where you can't really do this in slow motion. I can show you guys the basics, but it's probably not going to work and shoot out and spring like a spring. But it looks like this, and you just follow through. You're just going to try to swipe right on by, and hopefully what that does, I'm probably going to just lose some cards, so bear with me, so it's going to do that. The card's going to shoot out by pulling down. It's going to slide right past your nail. You almost end up scraping it. So it starts with the fleshy part so you can actually grip it, you know, but what allows it to spring out is transitioning to your fingernail, because then the fingernail, there's no friction, so it's going to naturally say, well, I don't have anything to hold on. Okay, I'm holding on to something. Wait, there's a nail. Time to let go. And it's going to shoot out. The reason you hold it with your middle finger here is if you're holding it like this and you try to do the same thing, your finger's going to stop it. So you have your finger on the very edge. You can have your thumb, you know, taking up more of the bottom if you wish, but you need that index or that middle finger just kissing the corner, so when it does, when you do move it, it allows the card to get cleared. It's not, the middle finger's not preventing it from shooting out. So I would just sit there and just try to get used to doing this. You can go through an entire deck of cards, just shooting out cards, and what's probably better yet is trying to shoot the cards up and into your hand like that. I'm gonna try to do this in a way where it's virtually over my shoulder so you can see the angle in which you're doing it. So you don't want it straight up. See how the cards are going straight up? Hold it like this, angle it yay so, not 45 degrees, maybe 25 or 30 or so, and then you're going to tilt the deck forward just a pinch. So so from this angle, here's that initial 30 degrees, you gotta bend it forward just a pinch. So then when it clears off and shoots away, that's what's going to get it to go more upward. Whereas if I just have it straight up like this, if it's straight up and not angled, so if it's just straight up, flies way over there. See ya. So you have to go at an angle, and that's what's going to make it go curve up and around, and then forward just allows you that middle finger to clear, like we were talking about. If I hold it back, it'll still go, but now it's going to shoot. It should shoot more like almost behind my head. Yeah, boom, went to the camera. So if you lean it forward, that's when you're going to get it to go more straight up and allow you to get it to your other hand. Just practice this for a deck of cards or so. Now, I will add this little note here, is you can get the card to shoot so much higher if you just give it a little thrust upward. So what I was just showing you was more 30, 25 or whatever. These are going the high just because I'm used to it, but if I add this a lot more hang time, it's like one apple, you know, but one apple, two, one apple, two, like all, you know, almost twice the amount of hang time just by shooting it up just a pinch. I've zoomed out so you can see a better angle, you know, 20 degrees, 30 degrees here. It's going to be different for you. You just have to play. Maybe you're better off 45 degrees and like, you know, something like that. You know, it's going to work differently for you than it does for me. So once I have it, I can just flick. I'm doing some calibrating on my hand to make sure it doesn't go behind my head. And now I'm maybe trying to shoot over more that way, just from adjusting my wrist and the angle of the cards or so. So this is only going so high. It's because I'm staying completely still for the most part. Keep that block there, boom. If I just, as it goes, then it's gonna go much higher, hit the ceiling, you know? And I can still catch it just as easily. It's gonna be harder to catch them in your mouth, so I wouldn't recommend trying to shoot it so high when you do go for the mouth, unless if it manages to get caught like that, cool. If you're going for the suck version, you're probably just gonna want it to stay lower. But that little flick of their wrist can get it hitting the ceiling, launch it across rooms, you know, hit your teacher at school. Where'd that card come from? I don't know. I'm sitting way in the back of the class. Couldn't have been me. So I shot it high, but still it got caught like that. And like that's fine if that's what you're going for. A catch is a catch. But if you want to catch it in your mouth the way they did in the film Now You See Me Too, you're gonna shoot it up and you're gonna suck it into your mouth. Dynamo will do this thing where he'll shoot the card up, kick it, and then catch it. And that's another thing you could potentially do. So if I'm doing the trick that requires it, like thankfully I've gotten to the point where I can do it with a full deck of cards, but when I was first practicing I was only using half the deck or so. For whatever reason it just makes it easier, and that's what I recommend to you guys. Just start off with half the deck. And if you're doing the other version, the version that's like that, then I'd recommend almost using even less. But for me, can't do it. Just can't do it. I've tried for years. So, trying to catch it in your mouth, that suck is what got it. If you're watching Mind Freak and the old Chris Angel specials, Chris will do this variation and he'll go behind his back. So it's like, sa, and then sometimes he'll even catch it in his mouth behind his back. It's a crazy feat. I won't even attempt it too much, really. Certainly not to a live crowd, but sometimes I will shoot behind the back and catch their card. So it's a tough feat to pull out. Definitely needs that extra oomph to be able to really get it behind the back. But that's another idea to play with. So you could kick it, shoot around the back, catch your mouth. You can shoot it at people. The way to do that is just changing the angle. Again, this is another one that needs one of those umphs to get it. I'm not even trying to hit the ceiling. It's just, I wonder how high it can go. So if I'm way down here, let's say you're outside, but there's still no wind, you can really still hit the ceiling just from that extra umph like that. I'm like denting these cards in doing so. So with this shooting it at someone, this is really cool if you're trying to get someone's attention. Obviously it's more bling. You can shoot up cards all you want, But this is another really bold, really ballsy way to like get someone's attention. See a cute girl at a party, you just start shooting the cards in her direction. And all it is just you're angling the cards differently. Instead of it being up, you just angle them forward. It's aiming. That's all it is. Sa. And see that little shoot. It's getting these cards to go right. And I always try to just hit people right in the mouth or so, if I could. But I've done it before. It works. And then people are like, oh, what the heck is this? And then you show them a magic trick, and it's just like, you know, it's different. You're not like, hey, everyone, come see this magic trick I can do. You're more like being like the dick, like the douchebag. I mean, not condoning that, but it is different. It's a different look. It's a different perspective that people have on you. It's just like, oh yeah, there's like this magician at a party, but like, I don't know, he's not your typical magician. Like, he was cool. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But just, it's fun. It's fun, people. I'm telling you right now. So try that. You may have better luck doing this versus standing there and trying to catch like a whole deck, and you'll really get this perspective. So you could even start by shooting and then change to this angle, because the cards come off easier when I'm shooting them at someone or something. So just get out and do it, and try the whole sucking method. It's too high, and catch a card. It's fun, and I highly recommend it. Well guys, that's it for today's tutorial. I'm Jericho20 of Disturbed Reality, pro wrestling magician. Subscribe to the channel to learn more powerful magic, integrate with social dynamics, teach you how to go out and actually perform a lot of these tricks and the actual fundamentals and mechanics of them, as well as you might see me performing some magic and other stuff. If you are a video gamer, you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Jericho120. I'm on Instagram and Facebook as well, Jericho120, Disturbed Reality. Look it up. All forms of social media. I just got a Periscope. I don't know what it is, but I have Snapchat as well. Jericho120 on there. Don't really do too much magic, but you can see what life in LA is like. I don't think you saw my girlfriend. She may have been peeking out there for a second. Get your ass in the shower. Be inspired to learn, aspire to disturb, and always rise above. If you want to learn more magic tricks, subscribe to Disturbed Reality now. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Jericho120. I also have Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook accounts. Disturbed Reality for more magic, Jericho120 for my personal stuff. Thanks for following along. Catch your ass down the road. Peace.